watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Get ready for high energy action because TAC Wrestling is back with another big event. Mystery Violence Theater 3000 is set for this Saturday, and we've got two powerhouse wrestlers here to tell us all about us. Joining us are Cody Downs, also known as the Mid-South Menace, along with the master of Fat Jitsu?
Fat Jitsu.
Okay, himself, Kane Toomer. All right, gentlemen, be gentle. Great to meet you. I always like learning about this this sport, really taking a lot of traction and popularity. First of all, let's talk about the history of TAC Wrestling.
Well, the history of TAC Wrestling is just kind of started with a few guys that got into wrestling and met up with a buddy of ours and was like, hey, do you think we could fit a wrestling ring here in Vino's? And after a night of throwing a few back, we realized we could, and it all just kind of happened from there. So it's kind of became its own punk rock staple, if you will. Vino's is known as a hardcore punk venue, and what better way to embrace DIY that punk brings than with professional wrestling.
Look at the pictures on the screen, folks at home. I mean, it's hard to visualize Vino's being a major sporting event venue, but here it is. I mean, you pack the house and, of course, put that legitimate wrestling ring right there for everybody to see, up close and personal to the action. Yes, a whole lot of fun. All right, so Kate Toomer.
Yes, ma'am.
How'd you get involved in this? What's going on?
To be honest with you, I was bored. I was bored, needed something to do with life, went through like a crazy breakup, down in the slumps, all this stuff, and was like, hey, let me try wrestling since it was something I wanted to do. I always came up doing like mixed martial arts, stuff like that. I'm just fat. But got into it, met these crazy guys, and learned how to learn, and learned how to work, and learned how to make everything work the way that we should. And we took everything that we learned on the road, brought it back home, and now we're basically planting the seeds to cultivate a scene there.
Yeah, again, here's some other video on the screen.
That's me there.
Here, there you go. Okay. I see you got a black eye today, too.
Oh, yeah, that was from a show a couple weeks back. Wrestled 3 matches that night, and second match had a shiner and the eye was swollen shut. So.
Whoa. Yeah, this is legit serious business. But here's what's cool is that, you know, it's really kind of a family-friendly event. I mean, you've got kids, teenagers that are cult followers, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the best way I like to explain it to people who don't know what wrestling is or they never came up as fans, is think of it as your good versus evil, your good guy versus bad guy. In some forms, it's a male soap opera. But yes, the violence is there, yes, the action is there, but there's a form of storytelling in that. But it's also, if you're a mixed martial artist or if you've been through martial arts, you know, it's formal conversation being held through throwing hands with each other. There's nonverbal that only certain people understand, and once other people who are on the outside, once they get to the point where they do understand, they appreciate it a whole lot more.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, I would call it a ballet of sorts, of fighting menace. But here, I'm in it for the jewelry, okay? Let's talk about these belts. What's going on with these? I mean, this thing is heavy.
So, yeah, they refer to it as 10 pounds of gold. And I'll be honest, I've got 4 of these in my bag I carry, so they're about 10 pounds a piece. So that's 40 extra pounds. So like imagine like guys that have to, when they fly, they've got to pay extra to like carry it through luggage. But that one there is the TAC Heavyweight Championship, which I'm currently the holder of. I won it this last show. And that belt has a lot of history throughout the state. And then when we were finally awarded it for TAC Wrestling, we've had 2 champions that have been year-plus long champions, and I intend to surpass them.
Nice. Oh, I love the goal setting. How about this one? This one's gorgeous. Got some diamonds on it.
So this is for Diamond State Wrestling up in Springdale, Arkansas, and to which I am currently 1/2 of the tag team champions in the Transcendent. And it's not just one other person in this tag team with me. It's 2 other people, Ollie Emerson and Tyler Fox and Wes Warren. And we do our variation of the Freebird rule called Transcendent Rule, where there's no two set people are the tag team champions in this group. We are the tag team champions, so we can pick who we want to defend them to kind of throw our opponents off of their game.
All right. Well, thanks for teaching me a little bit about this. I love the sport. Gentlemen, stay safe.
Thank you.
Again, don't miss out on Tax Wrestling Mystery Violence Theater 3000 this Saturday, February 22nd. Tickets are just $20, available at the door or online. Now, the